All right, welcome back to the Bird Cave. We got March Madness and Buccos. So, Big Tone, thank you for putting this little bracket together. We'll get a still image, and we'll post it on here, so you'll see the image coming in and out of the video as we talk through this. But we got my man Lars here, Sean,
what's up?
Jeff, Gary. First time you hung out here many times. First time you're on the pod, man. Welcome, man. Thanks for taking part.
Thank you.
All righty. All right. So, Tone, this is a 16-team thing, like a March Madness bracket.
Correct.
And what these are just Pirates situations, I guess, for the season. And we're just going to go through with these, and just like you would pick a winner in March Madness, it's just what scenario do you think is going to happen based off the matchup? Something completely different. And shout out Big Tone for putting this together. All right, so the first matchup, will Paul Skeens win over 15 games, or will the Pirates team batting average be 250 plus this season? It was 231 last year. So what's more likely to happen? Paul Skeens wins 15 or more games, or the Pirates team batting average is over 250. Hey, well, we have five here, so we just go ahead and vote.
I vote Skeens.
I would say Skeens.
Yeah, I'm going Skeens because even their good hitters are 250 hitters, like
Right.
Lau and
Right.
Ozuna. So.
All right, I'm voted out anyway. So
Yeah, you and I are voting out anyway, so
Still in here.
yeah,
Still
we're
in
going
here.
there. So, I mean, yeah, we still want to hear, but are you in agreement with the Skeens factor, or do you think about the team batting
No, I
average?
think with the hitters we brought on, I think we have a better chance to hit over 250
As a team? Okay.
As a team, that's
Cool.
my opinion.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Skeens as 15 games as well, though I think Gary brings up a good point. We would like to hit over 250 with those hitters, but Skeens winning over 15 games is moving
Let's
on.
be honest. That's I want him to get 20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let's not lay up on Skeens here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I love both.
If they bat 250, Skeens will have 15 wins.
Exactly.
So actually, yeah,
There we go.
you are right. One and the same.
So actually, maybe we should say 2. But it's likely. Never mind. All right, guys, moving on.
Alrighty, so the second matchup is, will the Pirates have a player hit 25 or more home runs, or will the Pirates end up over 500 as a team?
This is a great question.
This is a great
God
question.
Damn it! Wow.
If you watch an episode or so ago of our Pirates preseason preview, we may or may not contradict ourselves here on this,
Yeah.
but will the Pirates have a player hit 25 or more home runs, or the Pirates end up over 500? Gary?
Over 500.
Okay.
We already know your answer.
25.
One player? Yeah.
I picked for them to be above 500 for my record, but I think it's more likely they have a 25 plus home run hitter with who they brought in.
Yeah, you know what? Since you only say it's only one player, I think that's more likely to happen. Although I did pick the Pirates to have a winning record, but I am going to say more likely it's one player with 25 or more home runs.
And that would be my vote.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Matchup number 3. Will the Pirates qualify for a wild card, or will Connor Griffin hit 10 or more home runs in the majors? Ooh, that's a good question. So will the Pirates qualify for a wild card, or Connor Griffin hit 10 or more home runs in the majors?
Jeff gets to go first this time.
I'm going to go Griffin easy because I'm thinking he hits 15, even if he gets called up at the end of May.
Okay. Gary.
Yeah, I'll go with Connor Griffin.
Well, considering I predicted the Pirates to do well, but still miss the playoffs because of the Pirates' luck, I am going to go with Connor Griffin as well.
I also think Connor Griffin will be up early enough to get more than 10 home runs.
I agree. I think it's the more likely.
All right, so Connor Griffin with 10 or more home runs is the clean sweep. All right, let's see here if I can follow along this bracket here. All right, will the Pirates team ERA be lower than 3.76, or will the Pirates team runs per game be higher than last year, which was 3.7? Pirates team ERA lower than 3.76, or the run
Okay. I
over
think
3.7?
based on our podcast, we assume there's possible regression with the pitching and hopeful hitting. I'm going to go with the hitting. That will be better than last year.
I'm going to go hitting as well, and it's also a wishful thinking as well, too, but I'm going to say hitting will be higher.
I think the hitting will be higher.
I agree.
It was more likely.
Yeah.
Is it a sweep or you have a
Clean
different
sweep.
clean sweep with the hitting? Okay.
I mean, can it get any worse?
No.
Honestly,
Yeah.
It could, but we don't want to see.
good point. It could.
It's
Alrighty.
physically possible to get worse.
Will the Pirates have a reliever with 25 or more saves, or will the Pirates have a Gold Glove at any position? Triolo had one in 2024
As a utility player,
as a utility player.
we know what Jeff.
So the
thinks.
Pirates have a
That's
reliever
for
with
us.
25 plus saves, or will they have a Gold Glove winner at any
Wow.
position?
This is tough.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go first with this one because, again, on our pod, we we're talking about, and Jeff brought this up about the defense. These hitters they brought in are more hitters, they're not necessarily defensive guys.
Mhm.
Based off of that, maybe Triolo actually plays more as an everyday guy, so there's that.
Yeah.
But what you guys were telling me about Santana and how good he is, it's his job to lose. He hasn't done anything to lose it yet. I'm going to say he gets 25 or more saves because of hopefully the increased run production. How about that?
I would. That was good.
That was
That
pretty good.
It's good. I would also agree it's going to be the saves. I mean, even if Santana has some moments, I think they have a couple of ready and waiting. Potential as well to get some saves as a closer. So I think between that, I think they'll have more wins, some more opportunities for saves. I'm going to go with the saves.
I would have to agree. I don't think they have a position player who can even sniff a Gold Glove. So,
Okay.
I mean, I think it's Triola's the only one, but I also think their bullpen's going to struggle, and there is going to be bullpen or closer by committee.
Okay.
So I would go with the hitter, but I think I'm outvoted this time.
You are, but I mean, you
But
still
you
want
gotta-
to put your
you gotta
thoughts
put
in.
your 2
Yeah,
cents in.
you still want to put your thoughts in.
well, it's not a hitter; it's a Gold Glove.
I'm sorry.
Same thing.
Same thing. Triola is on the.
Yeah.
Will the Pirates actually get a
Yes.
gold bat? Is what it
Yeah.
would.
If Triola gets
Silver
hurt,
Slugger.
no.
Silver Slugger.
But
That's a hard one. I think
Yeah, that's a
that
hard
is the toughest
That's
one.
a
so
tough
far.
one.
I don't think
Garrett.
either scenario. is
No,
possible.
I
Yeah.
agree. I think it's going to be hard for one guy to get 25 saves
Okay.
because I only think they're going to
Was
get
it one guy or a
79
team?
wins.
have a
Pirates
one
reliever.
reliever.
So it's
Oh,
it's a
A
reliever.
reliever.
Oh,
So
whoops.
yeah, I'm going to go with the Gold
Boy, did I
Glove.
whiff on that one.
Okay.
All right.
So it's a 3-2, but we still have the those saves as this. Okay. All good thoughts. Okay. Will a Pirates player win Rookie of the Year, or will Henry Davis hit over 200?
Another one.
wow.
Holy hell! Hey,
I'll start on this one.
oh my God, that's bad.
I would say I don't know that they have a candidate that's even remotely possible of doing a Rookie of the Year. So
Only Griffin, right?
Griffin or what about Bubba
Yeah,
Chandler?
Is
Like,
Bubba Chandler
sure.
still considered a rookie?
Yes.
I think he would count.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't. If Bubba
I
Chandler
still
would
think it'll
count,
happen.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go. It's more likely they'll get over the
Henry Davis.
ankle hit over 200, but if it does, it'll be 201.
Sean.
I agree. I don't think they have a candidate worthy of that. So the more likely scenario is Davis, just from
Yeah, hitting over
Options.
200. Yeah.
I think the last one with the Gold Glove and the and the reliever neither happened, and I think this one both happened.
wow.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I think Bubba Chandler wins it, and I think Hank Davis resurgence 220.
220.
Did you?
How many dingers?
What
though?
do you got in here?
I gotta be honest. If he goes 220 and hits like 15 to 16 dingers, I'll be ecstatic.
Well, let's not get nuts. I mean, I'm talking about maybe 8.
So,
I'm
so we
sta-
got
I'm
the
starting
rookie of the
to-
year
I'm
and
starting to
comeback
tear up.
player of the year in the
Yeah.
same question.
We'll be clipped. Garrett.
I go with Henry Davis. I don't see a Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I'm saying is the only candidate is like Bubba Chandler. I think even Griffin comes up. It's gonna be hard for him to win Rookie of the Year, though he could be the most exciting rookie,
Mhm.
right? These are not great odds, but what Laura said about all he has to do is hit 201 for this to be true.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Henry Davis 200 just because he only has to hit 201 or 202. Neither are gonna be great, but is what it is.
It's an improvement.
It is an improvement. All right, 2 more here for round 1. Will Brian Reynolds hit over 300, Or will the Pirates sell out 5+ home games this year? They only had 3 last year.
Well, they have a Schemes bobblehead, so that's one.
That's one.
And opening day.
Opening day, we 2.
And then whenever
Phillies-
Connor Griffin comes up.
Whenever Connor Griffin comes up, that's 3.
They'll sell out probably one when the Phillies are here.
Did the Yankees or Red Sox play here this year? All right, so there's another one
I
maybe.
think one of them does.
So Reynolds hits over 300, or the
Back to-
Pirates sell out
Gary.
5 or more.
I go with the sellout. I agree. I got the sellout.
I
Yeah, I'm
think-
going
I
sellout.
think this is pretty much slam
We
dunk.
sw-
I
yeah,
think
it's a
gonna be
sweep.
clean
Reynolds
sellout.
hits over 300. He's in the batting title conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah, he
Like,
does.
nobody hits over 300
Yeah.
now.
No.
So
All right, this one's a good one. Last one for the first round. Will O'Neal Cruz steal 40+ bases this year? He had 37 last year. Or will the Pirates pitchers have 2+ complete games? They had one last year.
This is tough.
yeah, that is.
This one's tough. O'Neal Cruz steal 40+ bases, or will the Pirates have 2 or more complete games?
You're up.
I'm gonna go complete games because I think Cruz is I think he's gonna get bumped down the order, so he's probably gonna take less attempts.
Interesting. That's a good call. I like that.
I'm gonna go complete games because I hope that Skeens kind of gets better control over something like we were talking about during the podcast, efficiency, and has the opportunity to do it without going too much over 100 or 100 pitches.
I really hope Paul Skeens does too by himself. But I'm going to go with the 2 games because of Bubba Chandler. And you know what? We spoke about it on the pod. Max Keller is kind of up and down, but he's a sneaky one that could.
He's streaky.
He's streaky,
No,
right?
Yeah, usually has a month that he's.
Yeah,
lights
so
up.
you never know. He could come in and pull out one
Sure.
wherever that, whether it's great defense that day or the Pirates give him 8 runs or something like that. So I'm going to say over 2 complete games.
I just have the shits with the no Cruz. I just have the shits from him. I can't. I'm just so tired of like, oh, is he gonna do it? I think he's gonna regress once and for all, and he will be gone after this year. That's my prediction.
Lars has the
Better not.
shits but no giggles. But no Cruz. All right.
So I'm gonna go with the 2 complete games.
Yeah, clean sweep. I
Let's
agree.
wait.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, Gary, you'll be our first one for round 2. We have Paul Skeens wins over 15+ games, or the Pirates have a player hit 25 or more home runs.
That's actually really interesting.
This is
That is really.
Round 2.
That's
So
a
we
really,
got,
really
matchup
interesting.
right here.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
That is in there.
so will Paul Skeens win over 15 games, or have Pirates have a player hit 25 or more home runs? Obviously, we hope both happen, but what in your opinion is more likely to happen?
I think Skeens, because I think if we have players hitting 25 home runs, Skeens is going to get those wins. So, my opinion, Skeens.
Okay. I'm actually going to agree with Skeens. I'm just going from a player who has proven that he can do it. I mean, we've all heard the line, if he gets average run support, he's 41-3. That alone, again, obviously we want both to happen, but I'm going to go Skeens.
He had 10 wins on a team that just couldn't hit last year. He had 11 the year before. They're going to improve in run score. There's no question about it. They're going to improve. I would go with Skeens, even though I do think someone will hit 30 home runs this year.
I agree.
Mhm.
I think
But I think it's more likely Skeens will get 15 wins.
Are we in agreement with Skeens?
Yep.
Skeens moves on. All right, second matchup in round 2. Will Connor Griffin hit 10 or more home runs this year in the majors? Or will the Pirates' team runs per game be higher than 3.7?
That's me now, right?
Yeah,
Whoever wants to go
You
first.
haven't gone first.
So, this is really interesting. I will say, I can't imagine they're not going to have more than 3.6 runs a game. I'm going to say runs per game,
I agree. I think we all want Griffin to have the home runs, but I think
and I think he will.
the likely thing of them to do is get better than last year's horrid runs per game.
Yep.
So I think that's the more likely scenario.
Yeah, I think they were so bad last year that they can't really be worse. And Connor Griffin might not get called up. He might strike out and he might struggle. He might not even
Or if they're
make it
playing
up.
well, they don't have a reason
we're
to
all
bring him
hoping to
up.
God that's not the case.
So
But
I
I agree.
think-
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
The likely is
I agree 100%. We don't even know if Griffin will make it to the MLB this year.
Yeah. I think it's a clean sweep. So the runs per game. All right. Here's one. Matchup in second round. Will a Pirates reliever have 25 or more saves, or will Henry Davis hit over 200?
It's you to go first.
Is it me to go
I
first?
think so. Yep.
Shit.
Because it's this question. We don't want to go first.
Ah, jeez. So do I have confidence in Santana or David? You know what? I'm going to go Henry Davis because all it takes is 201. There's going to be a new T-shirt this year.
Yeah.
Henry Davis 201. So Henry Davis hits over 200.
I agree.
You have to go with that. I just think I think there's in most baseball there's not a save guy that's that
Not like it used to be.
consistent on
Not
every
like it
team.
used to be.
So
Not
like
like it
for
used
us
to
to
be.
say our team's gonna have it, I mean I think it was the better option of the two in the last round, but in this round Henry Davis going 201 is the better option. So
That's a low bar. So
The Mendoza line.
I mean,
That's a very low bar.
Finally, now.
Yeah.
I really am.
Yeah, I mean,
Not looking ahead, but I'm just
yeah. And he's not that. I have hope for him.
Triolo
I
hit
think
over
he could-
200 last year
yeah.
for crying out loud. So
I have not hit the point with him that I have O'Neal Cruz, so I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because he was supposed to be a liability as a defensive catcher, and he's
now
really
he is.
improved that.
He is Skeens' preferred catcher.
Right.
yeah.
So hey man.
so he's got at least 2 years left.
Yes.
Alrighty. So Davis over 200. Who would have thought Henry Davis was
I
moving
know.
on? How about
Yeah.
this?
Hammer and
You're gonna have Henry
Hammer
Davis
Hank.
for Skeens in the finals.
Alrighty. So here we go. We have the last of the second round. Will the Pirates sell out 5 or more home games, or will the Pirates pitchers have 2 or more complete games? Jeff. Or
Scary.
it's Gary. Okay.
I'm gonna go complete games. I think Skeen's gonna have few himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This could be our closest matchup yet.
This could be a closest matchup.
Mhm.
I like Gary's thoughts though.
It's a slam dunk for me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
I
right
mean,
now.
to me, it's the sellouts because you have Skeens bobblehead, you have opening day, you have I think what did you mention like when Philly's in town,
Yeah.
but Skeens won the Cy Young. He's a draw now.
Connor
when he's
Griffin-
at home-
Connor Griffin calls
Yes.
called up. It will be a
And-
sellout.
And it's a fireworks night. You got Zambelli. Shout out Newcastle. You have, right? They get
And
yes.
if the Pirates are any good this year, when Skeens pitches,
Or
and
when there's those fireworks.
or
night.
there's a
Or
fireworks
when those
night,
line up the same night.
Skeens and fireworks night?
Yes.
Forget it.
forget it.
No, they would
T-shirt
never.
night?
They would never do that. They would alter the lineup.
They would take a
rotation
loss.
Skeens
so
and
that they would
fireworks,
get the
Yes.
fireworks
cue up the rotunda.
or a
Right.
bobblehead,
I-
even other than Skeens. But go ahead.
I'm going to go with the sellouts because I do think all the optimism, if that translates into wins, people are going to want to go. And then you've already got the teed up ones. We said the bobblehead's guaranteed, opening day is guaranteed. And then you've got other matchups against key teams that either are very big rivals or don't come very often.
Yeah.
And I think, because I just came from guest promise training with the Pirates.
Insider
They
information.
do
I
a
like
great job at getting people to the ballpark and making it a good experience regardless of the product. So you
Sure.
put a good product out there, they are going to sell out more games.
100%.
I think. I mean, you saw that in the mid-teens when they were successful. I mean, it got to the point they sold out every weekend, and the only time you could go to the games is the weekdays. So they get over 30,000 on the weekdays too. I think that. I mean, imagine this: the Pirates are 40-30, and the Cubs are coming to town, and we're 5 games behind the Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to sell out on a weekend.
Mhm.
I should say on a weekend as well.
Yeah.
I think the sellout's a slam dunk. Yeah.
Although I agree, I think both happen, and what you're saying is I think is accurate as well, Gary.
I agree.
I just think the most likely
Yes,
Yes.
most likely.
are the sellouts because of buzz. But
Yeah.
you have something.
No, I agree. If the Pirates are good, it's cheaper to come to Pittsburgh and go to a game than it is in New York.
Absolutely.
Right.
You're right.
Those people come here to go
Yeah,
to a game.
absolutely.
And we
Well,
still have the top 5
Chicago
ballpark.
always has people in
Yeah.
there. Like, it's
Yeah.
irritating,
It's
but they have a
drivable.
ton of people.
Yeah,
It's not like it's a bad stadium. So people want
Right,
to come
no.
anyways, and then you add the
it's arguably the
winning
best
product.
stadium.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
like, if
I don't
you
even know
can
it's
give people
arguable.
a reason to come to the game.
Correct.
Skiing, Chicago.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Absolutely. So we're down to the final 4.
Is it fun for?
in the first matchup, I still can't believe Henry Davis is in the Final Four for anything, really. But the first matchup of the Final Four, Paul Skeens win over 15 games, or will the Pirates' team runs per game be higher than 3.7? What is more likely to happen?
I'm gonna go with the runs because it's a low bar. I mean, if you average 4 runs a game, that's still gonna be bottom third, right? In terms of, so I'm going that because I mean I'm not gonna say it, but I mean there's no guaranteed Skeens could regress. I mean,
Sure.
and he can end up being regressed to the point where he's not getting run support and he's not pitching as well.
Right.
So then he wins 10 games.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Thank God there's no guns on the table.
Sorry. Okay, so we have 1 vote for the runs per game.
I have to agree with him that it's the more likely of the 2 scenarios. Do I think Skeens can get over 15? Yes, I hope he does. That means everything else we're saying is good. I just think you can't get worse. You can, but with what they've added, that should be easy for them to obtain compared to last year.
This is easily a finalist, the runs per game.
Yeah.
Again, to go below what they did last year would be even more historically bad than they were last year.
Yes.
And they're not that bad of a team. So, runs per game.
I'm going to agree with the runs per game because it's a team accomplishment. So if one falters, others can pick each other up. Jeff's point about Paul Skeens, I mean, it's one player. Who knows what could happen with that?
Yeah.
But just like we said, 201, 371. That's all it takes.
That's right.
That's all it takes. So I think it's the runs per game. Obviously, that's moving on. But Gary, what are your thoughts?
No, I agree 100% because Skeens only had 10 wins last year, 11 wins. But if we score less than that, how can he get to 15?
True.
Yeah.
You would think, though, too, with the increased runs, he's going to get his 15 wins.
Yes.
They correlate.
But I think they definitely correlate, but I think the most more likely would be the team runs.
I get to go this first.
Oh,
this
jeez.
is the 201.
All right,
The other
final is, will Henry Davis hit over 200, or will the Pirates have more than 5 sellouts?
I'm going to go 5 sellouts because I don't want to put any faith in Henry Davis if I don't have to. So
This is where Henry Davis just stops.
5 sellouts. That's what I'm going with.
I would agree. I think it's 5 sellouts.
This is where my Henry Davis support stops because of, again, even though it only takes 201, that sellouts thing, that's the low-hanging fruit, in my opinion. Garrett.
Yeah, I agree. You guys sold me on it. It'll be easy to get the 5 sellouts with Skeens.
We don't need Henry Davis at 201 that are sellouts, so that's the
That's right.
He hits 205, we got sellouts, bro, I'm telling you. All right, Jeff, I mean, obviously, we're moving on. Do you agree with the sellouts too?
Yeah,
Or
100%.
what? Okay. How about this? This is like the finals
Low
of
bar
the
versus
low bar tournament, right? The finals are, will the Pirates team runs per game be higher than 3.7, or will they sell out more than 5 games this year? Who's first?
Again, I think it's
you.
me.
That's ours. Oh, boy.
Again, I think they're both low, very, very, very low bars. However, again, I just can't see how the Pirates are not going to score more than 3.6 runs per game this year. I am going with runs per game as my champion.
My champion is going to be the sellouts. I think it's the easier of the two because you can hit 5 sellouts by May.
You could.
I don't think you will.
Hey, hold on. Now, this is our closest one.
This
Let's see what
Yeah,
happens.
we've never
So-
had a split on the first two. I think,
Yes.
so.
So let's see
again,
what
the
goes
runs
here.
per game, though, I agree with Lars that is a low ball, and I do believe again there's nowhere to go but up. 5 games or more out of 82. I just think the common sense averages. What's that?
81. Does that change?
Oh,
your
81.
answer?
I gotta be honest.
Oh, then hold on, that
I
changes.
was thinking the exact same thing, but I was not going to call him out like that. So, way to go, Big Toe. I like it.
That's fine. Thanks, Stone. I'm not even going to edit that out.
Changing
because
my
it is what
answer.
it is.
Changing
I
my answer.
was thinking, I'm like, well, I'm not going to. He's on a roll. Forget it. The
What was I
Germans.
thinking? Yeah.
Did the Germans give up when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
You know who likes 5+ sellouts a game? So it is definitely going to be. It is definitely going to be the sellouts for me.
That was
I
good.
just think it's the easier of the two little bars.
Oh,
I agree. It's a rough competition here, but I think to get over that runs is easier. If they're below that runs, you're probably not going to sell out 5 games.
So wait,
Yes.
are we 2-2?
2-1
So
right
I'm
now.
gonna go.
2-1.
I'm gonna go runs per game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
2-1.
because you were okay. So we're 2-1.
yeah. I'm going runs per game because
It's over.
the whole off season was based on improving their hitting.
Yeah,
They
I
are
agree.
going to do whatever it takes, and they do have some guys in the minors. If others falter, not Bailey, but if others falter, they will be able to bring those guys up. Whereas if they could still end up with 4.5 runs a game and suck, and if they suck, they're selling out twice. It's Skeens and it's opening day. Because if they're 10 games under 500 in May, people are done.
Yeah.
Because
You're right. So
That's
the
how
point-
Pittsburgh
the point,
is.
There will be a mass exodus, without a doubt.
Yeah, there's like a proverbial short leash
Yeah.
with this team with
Yeah.
the fan base, but
it's not unlikely. Like we've been through
Nothing
it
is
for
not.
50 years.
That's why I have not drank the Kool-Aid yet.
Sean,
I do think, to Jeff's point, it's easier for them to do that than sell out. I do think sellouts are
A piece
going to
of that.
come, and hopefully because they're hitting more runs per game, but they could do better than that and still be a bad team, and then you won't see the people show up.
Are you going to lose your position as the whole stadium thing because
No.
you're saying this?
Still-
Gotcha.
yeah.
Because I mean, you
They
probably
still need
should have said
volunteers.
sellouts.
They
You probably
still
should
need
have. All right, so volunteer. Okay, that's fine.
So,
All right, so our March Madness Pittsburgh Pirates champion is the team is going to score more than 3.7 runs per game.
Wow.
They're still going to sell out 82 games. There's going to be an extra game. Playoffs, wild
the
card.
playoff game. There you
Wild
go.
card. There we go.
Wild card.
That's called optimism
I like it.
or stupidity. One of the two.
Well, hey, Big Tone, great
Big
job.
Tone,
Yes.
great
Yeah,
job on
good job,
This
these.
was fun, yeah.
So,
Really
Big
good.
Tone, off camera, do you have any final thoughts? Did you think that this would be the champion, the runs per game?
To be honest, I never filled out my own bracket, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well,
Does this surprise you, though?
he's not one of the greatest
No.
trivia people for nothing.
Behind camera guys for a reason.
Christ, he couldn't find his bracket. The hell with it. Alrighty. So much shenanigans goings on here. I can't count to 81, 82. It doesn't matter. Tone didn't fill out his bracket, even though he created it. But it's all good, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out
Yeah.
here. I'm actually excited this year for the Buccos, so we'll see what happens. So for Gary, for Jeff, Sean, Lars, Big Tone from behind the camera, just do that. Thanks for watching, hanging with us in the Bird Cave. See you guys on the next one.